Picture this. You're standing in a sea of people, the bass is thumping, lights are flashing, and your favorite artist is about to hit the stage. The crowd screams in unison. This is what live music is all about. Pure, electrifying energy. But let's be real. Before you got here, you probably paid a lot for those tickets. Maybe you even questioned if it was worth the hassle. The website crashes, the endless waiting, the fees that feel like daylight robbery. What if I told you there's one company that plays a huge role in shaping this whole experience? From the price of your tickets to the venues, the festivals, and even the bands on tour. That company is Live Nation. Some call Live Nation a necessary evil. Others say it's a monopoly that's ruining live music. But what's the real story? How did they become so powerful? And are they making concerts better or just making themselves richer? Today we're digging into the rise of Live Nation, their controversial merger with Ticketmaster, and why people have such strong opinions about them. Let's get into it. Alright, let's rewind to the early 2000s. Back then, Live Nation didn't even exist, not in the form we know today. Instead, there was this massive company called Clear Channel Communications. Clear Channel was a radio giant owning hundreds of stations. But in 2005, they decided to spin off their live events division, which focused on promoting concerts and handling artist tours. That division became Live Nation. Live Nation wasn't just another promoter. They had a strategy. Instead of just booking shows, they went big on acquiring talent. And by talent, I mean the biggest names in the business. They signed exclusive deals with superstars. Think U2, Madonna, and Jay-Z, which meant if you wanted to see these artists live, Live Nation was the one making it happen. But that wasn't all. Live Nation also started snapping up venues, from historic spots like the Hollywood Palladium to chains like the House of Blues. They were locking down stages where concerts actually happen. And don't forget festivals. By getting involved in events like Lollapalooza and Bonnaroo, they didn't just control tours. They were getting a piece of the entire live music pie. By the late 2000s, Live Nation wasn't just promoting shows. They were a dominant force in every part of the live music experience. But they weren't done yet. They were about to make a move that would change everything. In 2010, Live Nation merged with, wait for it, Ticketmaster. Yeah, the company that sells your tickets. That company also merged with a company that promotes the concerts. Imagine if Netflix didn't just stream movies but also owned the theaters. That's how this felt. This merger was massive. Ticketmaster was already the biggest name in ticket sales. By combining forces with Live Nation, they had control over both the artists on stage and the tickets you needed to see them. It wasn't hard to see why people freaked out. The government even investigated if this would lead to a monopoly, but somehow the merger got approved. With a few conditions to, quote, prevent anti-competitive practices. Yeah, because we all know how well that usually works out. Well, the result? Live Nation Ticketmaster now had insane power. They could set ticket prices, control pre-sales, and even decide what venues got the best tours. If you were a fan, you had to play by their rules, and those rules weren't always fair. But how did they expand this empire even further? Well, that's where things get really interesting. After the merger, Live Nation went on an acquisition spree. They didn't just want concerts and tickets, they wanted everything that came with live entertainment. They took over more venues, like the legendary Fillmore Theaters and amphitheaters across the country. They bought up more festivals like Austin City Limits and Electric Daisy Carnival. And here's the thing, they weren't just buying venues and festivals, they were locking in exclusive deals with artists. That meant if an artist wanted to tour, Live Nation often controlled where they played and how tickets were sold. At this point, Live Nation wasn't just a company, it was an empire. But in 2013, they made another huge move, one that solidified their control over an entire genre of music. In 2013, Live Nation acquired Insomniac Events. If you're into electronic dance music, you know Insomniac. They were the masterminds behind massive festivals like Electric Daisy Carnival. That's the Coachella of the EDM world. Insomniac wasn't just a big deal, they were the deal in EDM. They'd already been snapping up smaller festival companies, creating their own mini monopoly in the electronic scene. So when Live Nation partnered with Insomniac, they didn't just get a piece of the EDM pie, they got the whole bakery. From nightclubs to festivals to international tours, Live Nation and Insomniac cornered the market. This partnership meant Live Nation's influence now stretched across all genres of live music. Rock, pop, hip-hop, EDM, you name it, they had a hand in it. And in 2024, they doubled down on this partnership in a way that could change the future of live music. In 2024, Live Nation and Insomniac made headlines again with a new creative partnership. This wasn't just a business deal, it was a vision for the future of live entertainment. They announced plans to innovate festivals in ways we haven't seen before. Think immersive experiences, better fan engagement, and cutting-edge technology. We're talking augmented reality stages, personalized festival journeys, and interactive elements that blur the line between the real and the digital. But here's the twist. While this sounds exciting, it also means Live Nation's grip on the festival scene is getting tighter. More innovation, sure, but more control over the experiences we crave. Basically, if you want to be a part of the future of festivals, you're probably going through Live Nation. Which brings us to a big question. Is this future exciting, or is it terrifying? Live Nation's dominance hasn't come without its share of controversy. And by controversy, I mean lawsuits, government investigations, and angry fans. Let's talk about one of the biggest fiascos in recent memory, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour ticket debacle of 2022. When millions of Swifties tried to buy tickets, Ticketmaster's site crashed. Fans waited for hours only to face ridiculous fees or no tickets at all. It was chaos. This led to a public outcry and even a US Senate hearing. People accused Live Nation and Ticketmaster of anti-competitive practices and price gouging. Senator Amy Klobuchar put it bluntly. This is the definition of a monopoly. And she wasn't alone. Fans, artists, and lawmakers all agreed. Live Nation and Ticketmaster has too much power. It's like playing a game where the rules are rigged against you. Even major artists have criticized the system. Pearl Jam called out Ticketmaster's practices back in the 90s. More recently, Bruce Springsteen fans were outraged over dynamic pricing, where ticket costs fluctuate based on demand. Some seats shot up to thousands of dollars. Live Nation's defense? They say ticket prices are driven by the market, but critics argue that when one company controls so many aspects of live entertainment, the market isn't really free. So where does this leave us? We've seen how Live Nation went from a spin-off company to the king of live entertainment. Their merger with Ticketmaster gave them control over concerts and tickets. Their partnerships with venues, festivals, and EDM giants like Insomniac cemented their dominance. But all this power has sparked lawsuits, fan frustration, and cries of monopoly. The experience of going to a concert has never been more thrilling or more expensive. So here's the question. Is Live Nation's dominance good or bad for live music? Are they driving innovation and making concerts better? Or are they squeezing fans for every dollar? I want to know what you think. Have you had good or bad experiences with Live Nation? Do you think we need more competition in live music? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and you think I deserve it. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this.